Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on how to navigate Canva and how to begin creating your poster for the upcoming showcase. First of all, you want to open up your browser and type in at the search bar www.canva.com. Now once that is loaded, you can log in at the top right there if you already have an account, but if not, you can sign up by following the links in the middle. Once you have logged in, the first thing you want to do is click Use Custom Dimensions up at the top right there. You want to put in 841 in width and 1189 under height. This has to be in millimeters as well. After you've done that, you want to select Design. Sweet. So now we're in the design window. As you can see on the left hand side, there are 6 tabs to choose from: Search, Layouts, Elements, Text, Background and Uploads. The first one we are going to look at is layouts. So these layouts can give you inspiration on the way in which you want your photos arranged and can also be inserted into your poster to create a grid for your images. Next, we're going to look at backgrounds. As you can see, there are a bunch of backgrounds to choose from, most of which are free to use. Be careful though, if you find that your background or image has a Canva watermark, it might mean you have to purchase it. A good way of making sure that it is free is to look at the bottom right hand corner of the image and making sure it says free. So to show you what it looks like, I'm going to add this background in. Next, I'm going to go over to text. Again, there are a bunch of different styles to choose from, so it might be worthwhile playing around with these. I'm going to add a heading in to this poster to show you all the different options you have when it comes to text. Just above your poster, you should see an editing ribbon. This has a fair few options. You can change the font size, you can pick a default color or find your own using the color wheel. A pretty neat feature I've found on Canva is it automatically positions your text to fit perfectly when you move the text around. Now I'm going to add a small body of text and going to mess around with a few other options. I'm going to change the font size, make it bold and put it in italics. You can mess around with the letter spacing and whatnot, and also change the font style. Now we're going to look at elements. First of all, free photos. Canva supply you with a load of free images that are all of the highest quality possible. When using photos from Canva, you can be rest assured it will come out perfect. I will add in one now to show you. As you can see, it is locked in a uniform scale, so what you can do is hold Shift and scale your image manually. However, be careful not to warp your photo. So I've made my image fit, but I can't see my text. Well, I have two options. I can drop the transparency, which will give my text a slight fading effect, or I can arrange the different layers and make the photo go behind the text. Let's now flick over to uploads. If you want to add in self-sourced images off the web or ones you have taken, it couldn't be easier. Just click upload and find the image you want to add and open it. Simple. I'll just delete everything I have now and then I'll add my photo in. Again, I make sure it's scaled correctly. And now I'm going to add some text. I'll head over to Elements and use a line. Also in Elements, you can use shapes. I'll add in this circle, but please keep in mind this is an example of what you can do. I imagine yours will look a lot better. So I'm going to scale it, move it, drop the transparency. Moving on now, I'm going to show you frames. Frames are really quite nice, and so I'll show you one as an example. I'll add this frame in here and then drop my image into it. So that's how frames work. Once your post is complete, the next thing you want to do is download it at the top right there. PNG is the recommended format, so stick with that. As long as you don't use any premium graphics, you should be right to just download it. The last thing I want to say is make sure your photos are of the highest maximum quality. The minimum for self-sourced images is 300 dpi. To check this, right-click on the photo you want to use and go into Properties. Select the third tab, Details, and scroll down until you see the image ID. This was a very brief rundown on Canva, but it should cover the basics. I recommend taking some time to play around with all these options and figuring out what works and what doesn't. Thank you very much.